So for who people that want to be, I will put that way, so people will be able to come if you are not already there. So that's the point. So Resolute Germ, glad to see you. Use your word, we'll flush that. Already add one person. We'll see if the other will come in. So Resolute Germ, I'm going I'm going 2 seconds out of my room, and I'm coming back the time that the people transfer. If people ask when I'm not there, just say then I come back in 1 second. Alright, Bird, I'm coming back in 1 second. Keep the people with us. So we already have a lot of people. Glad to be there. 7 person. Good. Hello everyone. I will put because it's kind of warm. It was cold before, now it's fine. So there are no Momo didn't get me at all. Is in Muslim Momo challenge born in USSR is the best challenge. That's the new quote of Cinnamon Bunny. I think this is really like original. I like it. Even if it doesn't make any sense, I like it. So that's fair. Can continue to say that, Cinnamon Bunny. I like it. I like that people send. So we have 7 person. It's really glad about you. I'm really glad to see you. So all of you 8 people right now. So Berta Resolute Germ. Hello. Berta Play Kapla. Berta Pray. I will be back. So thank you to have informed people. Cinnamon Bunny with his new his new quote, like Asian Muslim Momo challenge born in USSR is the best challenge. We'll try to study exactly what's going on. Vile Mike, howdy folks, really glad to see you, Vile Mikes. I'm not sure, is it the first time you are on my channel? If it's the case, really glad to see you here. Number one sci-fi, it was a long time ago you came. Really glad that you are coming back. Burl Prey. Okay, fix it. Kronos, I will not bane you. You know why? I'm not going that. I will explain you something. LDG Vixel, really glad. I will explain you something. When I became a wrench the first time on the DJ LDC channel, DJ asked me, okay, if I give you a wrench, do you bane the trio, the troll, and the people you don't like? Do you bane them? Do you block them on everything? I said no, and I keep my promise. So I will ban or I will put on timeout. People deserve it. And until the moment that you do problem Kronos, I'm not gonna do it. So I speak, I give the good example. So even what you did piss me off on the stream of Ernst Dricker, I'm not doing, I will not deserve the same medicine to people even before that the main problem. Orville Nation, really glad to see you. Yes, number one sci-fi. So I know you are really busy. So wait, is Alexandre Kronos dumb? Kronos dumb. I don't exactly understand. We have 10 people. It's really great. I'm really glad. And today we will speak about, I don't like really much comics, but I think that today we will, two stuff will join because this is not only comics for beginning. This is Star Trek, dumb as in the Mafia. I don't know. There are no mafia here, but it's if Kronos is civilized with me on that channel, I mean, he will still welcome because I'm someone forgiving people when they are civilized. This is when people are uncivilized. I mean, often and repeatedly, then I become pissed off and I don't forgive. So Kronos, you still have a chance with me. So we'll speak about Star Trek comics today. DG Odyssey, really glad to see you. So it's a little bit unstable. There are people coming and living, but DG Odyssey, I'm really, really glad to see you. But that not that kind of uncivilization. You're uncivilized, but you are in a good uncivilized like. So LDG Pixel, really glad. So we'll speak about comics, Star Trek comics. I will first doing really quickly about one of the Star Trek comics, and I start to read. Thank you, Orville Nation. We have a lot of stuff, but it's not because the way this is only a room. So I will like when my girlfriend will be here after the coronavirus, we'll fix that. We'll marry. She will come because I mean I have a locker. I have a locker full of stuff, and I want to place it properly. So in doing like live stream in a better environment. Now the window take place. And this is the best place to work right now, so I can change it really much. It's impossible to do better than that, but in the future, when I will be in an apartment with my girlfriend, I will really glad to have like an ever better place. But that's it. I mean, if it could be full a little bit there, I will be glad because the place is empty for the Conan comics. I don't know. So yes, so we're glad to see you here, Orville Nation. So the first comics, I will start with the comics, Star Trek comics. The first comics I will start because this is Voyager comics. As I said on the streams of Anti-Tracker in the past, I decided to collect all the comics, Star Trek comics with 7 of 9, and obviously, but this is comics mainly from Voyager though. The first thing, I will not speak so much about it because the problem is when I ordered the comics at first, there was a really good seller if you go on eBay for comics. His name is My Comic Shop, and I'm buying often comics from him. And I took the list of all the comics where they are 7 of 9, and I put a list and I select them. But when I bought comics, when I did the bundle for my checkout, it was a situation where some of the comics and I select, there was like in timeout, like the sale was finished, but it was not already sold, so it got a problem. So I bought that stuff and I got an incomplete stuff because here you have Star Trek Voyager Splashdown, and this is a series of 4 comics. So I got only the first one, and the other one was not sold. It was not expensive. I wanted them, but like it just didn't work. So I start to read this one, but just a part 1. What I can say, Voyager, for be clear, in that one, as I understand from the introduction of the story, like they are in space, and that's not a surprise. This is Star Trek, but they are like some drones starting to chase Star Trek Voyager, the Voyager, and they don't are able to fight them properly and in a good way to coordinate them. So they decide to go on the planet directly because the planet where they are going, they are a lot of land. This is close to be on the ocean, but they are a really strong atmosphere, and Voyager is able to deal with that atmosphere and with the friction, but not the drones. But unfortunately for Voyager, they are damaged and they fall directly. There's a Voyager comics. There are some of them, LDG. This is one of them. So they fell in the water in one of the. This is a major ocean, and this is when finished the comic. So this is the introduction of the series. This is the first comic. I read them. I don't know the rest of the story. I want them, but it's look great. But obviously, I cannot judge from the entire story because I just number one. But this is the only one stuff. For the rest, I have complete stories and I will explain what I like. So in that case, like it's the old comic from 1998. So it was at the time where Voyager was still broadcast. So what is really interesting of that comic is you saw all the follows, like they put you in the season. Not Ryan Johnson, glad to see you. Really good to be there. I'm glad you are. We have a lot of different people. It's really interesting. So as I can say, what is interesting that's the only one comics from Voyager that was during the series. So right now at this time, 7 of 9 in the series in that series, she will play a more important role in that series. But for now, the only time we saw her when she was trying to berate in the water, but is a bit weird because the drone, as I know, in the water are able to do it, but in the art it's not so clear. She tried to berate in the Voyager that is full of water and all that stuff. But as I said, what is interesting that the comic is dated. So is like, as I understand, 1998. I think this is the first season of 7 of 9 because what we saw in that comic, they date the Scorpions thing, and they are like. They mix what I understand. They mix some comics during the season, and they place the comics between the episode showing that comics between that 2 episodes of that stuff. So it would be interesting when I will all the end of that. And as I know, there are more of that comics, so maybe at some point I will do the complete collection because this is it was a series of series, but that's it. So. So you don't read so much a chat, Bird of Prey, because you are working on a project, so it's great. So we will speak about the comics, Wildstorm, because all the stuff is Wildstorm. As was the champ found the last time, Wildstorm Comics was a division from DC Comics. I don't know much about that division because they were, I don't know if they were doing only Star Trek stuff. This one is like, this is Marvel Comics. Paramount's comics, so they create like a division working with Paramount's, and Marvel was doing the drawing and all that stuff. But Wildstorm is really like, this is after that Voyager have been finished the series. So this is new stuff based off sometimes linked to some games. So this one is Elite Force. Elite Force is linked to I think maybe people know more video games than I, but in that one after that they are speaking like that Elite Force, that stuff was linked to a kind of a video game. I don't know video games from Star Trek so much, so maybe it was the case. But it's certainly the case because they wrote it. But if you know a game's name, Elite Force or something like that in Star Trek, you can say that in the stream. The story is that it starts when it started in the holodeck when like the group because that comics is interesting. It's more on minor character. Nobody of the main characters from the series in that comics are really are in the front row. What is on the front row is the guys that you have there. That is like an elite shock group that have for like they name it the Hazard Company or something like that, Hazard Troop Shock, and this is like an elite group of security guards, what we name Red Shirt. That's before that are trained to fight the Borg, and they are in the holodecks in an environment. And the main character that is right here, finally in the holodecks, is in a situation where all the others there are assimilated, and he refused to shoot on them because he's unable. So they stopped the training, and after that, obviously, what happens is finally they got like in the parallel world, sometimes the kind of uh, I didn't understand so much, but this is a parallel world, and directly near to a Borg cube, and the Borgs like they enter in Voyager and they try to steal some technologies for reason that we don't know. And finally, it's happened that they find what was a common enemy with the Borg, and that common enemy like is a kind of alien race. So I will not say more about it. I found it was really interesting. I like it. And the fact that the characters like becomes like it's even B, it's C characters that are the main characters, and that it's really cool. And seriously, they are not afraid. Let us say they are not afraid to kill Red Shirt and that stuff, even in the main group. So Dead Force was a really bad game back in the early 2000. Okay, Ken, thank you, Resolute Gem. So it's linked to that. So I don't know if the game is good, but the comics was interesting. Is it Kanan? You know me. For the comics, if is it Kanan or not, I don't really care. I just like to read them. So but this one, okay, if the game was bad, I trust you as a germ, but the comic was good. So that in my case, this is what it matters. I was really surprised by this one, Avalon Rising. You see here the main character of that story is the Doctor. So that's a really interesting concept. I like it really much because the Doctor is going like on a planet that is in the Middle Age, nothing less. Though the planet is really primitive, and this is the Middle Age, and the Doctor land there. It was the beginning. We see the Doctor is saving like the guys is just air near to him from a dragon, so they are kind of beast, and they are a knight, and that guy that is his assistant, and like his kind of Padawan, if I can. Okay, so you are speaking between you. So and the Doctor saved that guy, and finally the Doctor like at some point try to not break, try to have like a relation with that guy, because the problem is that his three-quarters and equipment are broke with the fight with the beast. And finally, he has a mission, and he tried to go to pursue that mission, and he tried to, by breaking as less as possible the Prime Directive, to deal with that like middle-aged society speaking. He presented, I'm a doctor, name me Dr. Man's a kind of wizard and all that stuff. And that's really great because it's bring the Doctor finally try to explain some story that happened with Voyager using middle-aged term, and we saw draw exactly when the Doctor is telling the stories to that guy. We saw all that guy analysis understand that stories. So when you see the people from the Voyager crew, he saw them like in a middle-aged outfit, and when they are fighting with sword, because this is all happened in that guy that listened the stories from the Doctor. I will not say what the rest of the story, because I don't want to spoil for you if you want to buy it, but that's a really interesting concept. I mean, I like it very much because of that concept. Like the guys is like try to imagine what's going on, what's the Doctor tell to him as a stories, and the end is really great. I mean, you'll be surprised by the end really much. I mean, I loved it. That's great. So Avalon Rising, and you can find it. This is a trade paperback, but it's a big comics, like a big comic. Maybe it's like a trade paperback of 2 comics. You can find it. There are a lot to sell on eBay, and this is not so much expensive. If you want to be surprised, try it. This one is great. And we have that series. This is not already in trade paperback, so we have three of them. And this is Wildstorm again. So this is Planet Killer. Okay, so Planet Killer is really interesting. Uh, this is like a story where they meet, that stuff here. It's looked to be, we don't know that that's an alien, so that's really weird. That's a really weird aliens. What happened with that aliens? It's weird because you have the stories and that aliens play some kind of, not a role, but that role, I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know where is he. You have no reason. He is not dead. It's like if he played a role of introduction, but at the same times he speak about sacrifice himself. It's like if during the story they don't know anymore what to do with him and they try to plug him and they are doing nothing, but is the only survivors of warriors trying to destroy big machine eating planets. For people that know the original series, you will not be lost. This is the reason why that's the cover with 7 of 9. This is the reason why you get that tree guy here, because it's inspired by the episode where in TOS where we have the Doomsday Machine. In fact, in that comic, and we know it really soon, they are meeting another version, another Doomsday Machine. But this time, this is Voyager in the Delta Quadrant. So that's really interesting. And they try to find a way to destroy that Doomsday Machine. And I will say, right now, they know how Captain Kirk and the Enterprise destroyed the original Doomsday Machine, and they try to do that, and it doesn't work. So they use another way to destroy that Doomsday Machine, and that's really pleasing. So if you run, this is a Planet Killer. Again, it's a Planet Killer. You have that tree cover. First, you have cover with Genoway here and that kind of alien weird. You have that amazing cover with 7 of 9. Woo! And Spock, Kirk, McCoy. And you have the last one with the Doctor. So, the Doctor is kind of mirrors you a little bit in Voyager. So the Doctor plays an important role in that series of comic too. So that was the Star Trek comics I read. The next Star Trek comics I will read. This is from IDW, but until the time I will get another batch of comics. It should be from IDW. Yes, you just saw 7 of 9 Kronos. You saw her. So I mean, you have all the reason to be glad about it. So the next Star Trek comics I will read. This is a trade paperback. This is a good one, and this is the Q Conflict. But this is not a Voyager comics. This is this is Voyager, but not only Voyager. And I will open it in this case because I mean it's so big that we can show some of the art inside. We don't spoil anything, but it regroup the four main the most important crew from Star Trek. So here you have the TOS there. So this is the Q Conflict. Yes, you recognize who is that guy? Our Deep Space Nine is there. You have Janeway there for Voyager, and obviously, I mean, yes, you have Picard here for the TNG. So that's amazing. They regroup all that crew, and as I understand, the Q try to make a kind of competition. They have to work together to win a battle. I don't know if someone read that for first, but I mean, I've no damn idea what it's going exactly. You have a really interesting, that picture is really interesting, as you can look here. You have Picard, Spock, 7 of 9, Odo. So that's like a mixed up. That's the way, like, if I can say, a Star Trek dream team. Um, yes, Q. Yes, Cisco is there. All the TNG, Deep Space Nine, um, TOS, and Voyager are all together there. So if I can see, they are a great image when you see all the captain together, because they are being regrouped by the Q. The Q bring all them together. If I can see, no, it's too soon. Like you have a lot of character there. All the characters from all the series. So Worf, 7 of 9 is there. Riker, you can see Parrish, Spock, everybody together. Here we have some, even we have even our friends here, Quark. So that's great. I think it will be really interesting. But I can't say anything about the story right now, about what I said to you, because I didn't read it. But I will read it, and I will give you news about that. I'm pretty sure it will be great. I'm glad that they are trade paperback, because generally I prefer to buy trade paperback. It's easier to deal with it, and also when you read it, it's more interesting for the bibliothèque, all that stuff. And generally, also it's less expensive. But as you see, when I have no choice, I can buy single comics. But I prefer to buy single comics when the series is finished. So, of course, when you read stuff like I don't know, Walking Dead example, I mean, and you decide but you don't need. You have trade paperback. So I will try to deal with that shit. Can you return? Okay, I don't care about that piece of paper. That like that, it's totally fine. So the other subject, we spoke about Star Trek. I want to show to you what I received. So, okay, this is a pile of single comic that I received today. Okay, so you can see that again. There are 65 of them. So is it enough, you think? And I could. And this is Green Hornet stuff. I'm a big fan of Green Hornet. And because with the Green Hornet, right now the rights or the rights of the Green Hornet are to Dynamite. And Dynamite did a lot of stuff, and they're still doing stuff. This is the 10th anniversaries of the Green Hornet with Dynamite. So they will do a series about it. They already did a series of the Green Hornet with Kevin Smith. They republished and remastered the 6 first comics in the 40s from the Green Hornets. So, but we don't have Dynamite with Vampirella. If you can see here, I have some of them. They did. I already spoke about it. Later, I will not speak. So as I can see, that gets you through the currents. I know. I can. If I will need, if I don't need to work, Resolute Germ, I could make more than many currency just by reading comics. So that's the Vampirella archives, and Dynamite took everything that have been published on Warren Comics from 1969 to 1982, and they published like 15 volumes of that kind of hardcover. So I have only 5 of them. They are expensive, but I will go through that. For the Green Hornet, we have here, as I said, it's like if they try to do it to start it. But as I explained, the remastered Golden Age here, and he have the full face. Remember the full face. If you don't know, it was in the Republic cinema series in the 40s. There was two of them. It was 15. You can find that for free on YouTube and watch it. It was like series. They were watching it at this time. There was no television at home, so they were doing like video cinema series, and it was like 30 minutes each of them, more 25 minutes, I can say, of the Green Hornet. It was movies of the Republic, and the Republic was the company, and he had that full face at this time and not the small mask there. So this is what we have with Dynamites. They remastered that. So he's going right there, right? And Kevin Smith, the guys from Jay and Silent Bob did also some Green Hornet for Dynamites. So right now, what I got is before Dynamites, but in the end of the 80s and the 90s, it was Now Comics. So Now Comics was an independent. The right of the Green Hornet are still owned by an independent company. So this is not like the Lone Ranger. The right for the movies are owned by Walt Disney. There are many old characters that they are owned by big companies. But in the case of the Spirit also, because of the Spirit here, this is still owned by Will Eisner, So in the case of the Green Hornet, it's owned by a company, I remember, like Green Hornet Entertainment, something like that. So at this time, before Dynamite got the right to publish only the comics. And before that, in the end of the 80s and the beginnings of the 90s, it was an independent publisher named Now Comics. So this is exactly what we have. Now Comics publish 2 volumes. I mean, 2 series, big series, with the continuity of the Green Hornet. The first one is named Volume 1. That's the 40th from the series, that there are 14 of them. And after that, there was another series that 2 on here that can take here, 40 of them, Volume 2. And this one finished only because Now Comics made bankruptcy in 1994. And they also, inside that, mini series. So I will open some of that. I want to show what it is. I didn't read it already, so I can speak about the stories. But we can discover that's the unbox. That's the unbox part of the show. So, and we will unboxing that comics. What the fuck? Please don't throw the comic books. No, I don't throw the comic books. I'm just unboxing that, Cross. No problem. Nobody will throw that. So we'll see the number 1 of them. Oh, okay. So find that's yeah. That's another one. That's not the real number 1. That's the number 1. But it's all mixed up. Number 14. They are not in order. So this is a real unboxing, okay? 14, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, 11, 12, 13, 14. We'll put them in order. So 14, 13, 12, 11, 9, 10. Oh, that's great. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And this one, November. So, okay, why is more expensive? Because this is a double size. Okay, so I understand now. That's a double. We'll try to understand what's going on with that. He has his full face on that. So is it really the first one of the? I'm not sure about it. Let's see when it was published, 1987, 1988. So why here we have the full face. Okay, we'll try to. So as you can see here, he has his full face. So it's supposed to be the original Green Hornet from the 30s. Oh, you need the backers and boards. Okay, throw comic books at Momo. I mean, I will not do that with good comics books and throw it to Momo. Momo don't deserve comic books. November 1999. So we will try. We will search. We will search. Maybe this is because it's looked like. Oh my God! Is it what is it? Gauntlet? Do you remember that game? Because you know this is the original stuff, right? We have the publicity browser, bags and box. You need to lots of backers and boards, bags and box. Yes, I need them, but I'm able because this is not something. This is not like comics that have huge values, and this is like I will buy some of them when the comic books will open because they are not so much expensive. So I will buy some of them. But one of two, that's a mini series. That's a mini series of 4. That's a mini series. And so we'll see. I will go there because we need to have the information about it. That's crazy. Maybe I don't have the number 1. So Green Hornet comics that I want now. Now comics. So we'll get the fandom comics, the Wiki fandom now comics. So we'll be able to find what's going on with that. So we'll have the list here. No. So it looked to be fine. It's exactly, that's the first one. My last case continued. So yes, so I get you. So this is really the first one. So I'm really surprised. So because this is a double size, it was more expensive on it. So this is the first one of the volume 1. We have the confirmation I got on internet. So like you see, that's the old style Green Hornets with this full face. You need like have a pretty redhead on his shoulder. So what's going on there? I don't know really much. Then he took. It's over now. And so ended the life of gang boss Gangland Tobias with him in care. With him, the care of the Green Hornet. So as we see at the end, the Green Hornet, the original Green Hornet, put an end to his career because he succeeded to beat one of the big boss. And after that, I suppose this is the new generation. The Green Hornet is back as 40's Crime Master returned. So we have here the Daily Sentinel. He said the Green Hornet is back. This is the new generation of the Green Hornet. And this is what happened with that. So we'll see what is the heart from that. So we have that pretty great cover. Like, and you know the different, you see the differences with the full face from the 40s here. So try the 40s, the full face, and here just the eye, the that mask, a little bit like in the 60s, in fact. It's in the 60s. That was like with the 30 series, what we have. It was a series with again Bruce Lee. I mean, as Kato. So here we have another classic, like we just save a lady, a redhead lady against. Suppose that the drawer had something for redhead ladies, but I understand him. That this one is a bit dark. I mean, they are fighting in the dark. Kato's in the front. That's look pretty great. Really simple concept. That's will not watch for that so long. What is this? Let's look to have a female Kato in this one. What's going on? It's a little bit surprised. We want a red Hornet, anyone. I no problem, but I don't have right now a red Hornet. But if you want to create a kind of characters named the Green Hornet, we can. You can start a movement. If you can't do it by yourself, Cinnabon, you can start a movement with a hashtag on Twitter. Hashtags on Twitters are really popular, and often you got everything you want with a hashtag on Twitter. So you can start that hashtag on Twitters and get a red hornet. What will be the adventure? I don't know. I will be really glad to discover that new heroes, the red hornet. I mean, we are really as a red robin, so it cannot be worse. Throwback borders. Two backboards at Momo. So at Momo backboards, I will be backer boards. No, blackboards, really big blackboards. So I will glad to Momo a challenger, throw to them a lot of them. It will be great. This one, I mean, that's not ugly, but obviously, I don't exactly. They are a female. Is it our again the female Kato? I don't know. This one is better, like with the scarf and all that stuff. That's the kind of classic stuff I like. So this one, I got the first batch of that green hornets. The red hornet can be a vengeful Gungan. Oh, already really interesting, Cinnabon Bunny. When you speak about Gungan, you got me. You get me all the time. No, that's one I had one, but I sold it to my blackboards. Why does it have to be black thing? It doesn't need to be black the board, but at least it need to be really, really heavy. Heaviest it will be to hurt Momo the challenger, better it will be. So we still have okay a green hornet here with money falling. That's great. Here we have so like Kato, we don't have anymore some kind of female Kato, but this is like what new style? I don't know. It's tried to be like Picasso. What the hell? I mean, what's the Green Hornet is doing with a cap? What with that clothes? I mean, there are something going on I don't understand. This one is a great one. I like it. Really classic. So we have here the Green Hornet with the Black Beauty. Here's Kato in the back. And another great one. Oh, that's amazing. I like it. Look at that. You have Kato there. The Green Hornet with the gun. So we'll talk. Where's the number one? He's there. So we'll put it in back order again because I want to put him. So we already have the volume one there. I will read that. It will be really interesting. But first, not before then I read the Q conflict. And also I need to read the volume 12 of the Spirit. So we saw what's going on that side. Please bring that back where it's going to be. It needs to be. Product them, and I will put them in my bibliothèque, and we'll see a little bit the mini-series. So, yes, you go there. You go there. That's fine. It doesn't fall. But first, here we have another one from the Green Hornet that I got. We still have 7 people, always. It's good. So we have an annual one of 1992 from now. It looked fine. So Tales of the Green Hornets. So we'll see. That's a mini-series of 4. We just see the covers. Maybe an example of the art inside. We'll put it in order. So wow, look at that. That's an action. They are fighting. But yeah, if the art is really simple, or maybe watch more action scene of the Green Hornet to look how it's look. That's a publicity. So where is the Green Hornet in that? I don't see him at all. Oh, we are back. The real Ghostbuster. What is it? That's a publicity. Real Ghostbuster, 1984 Columbia Pictures. I don't know. This is like now comics that they were published some Ghostbuster comics. Would be interesting to see how it's look. So you have a little bit of the Green Hornet here, but no mask. I was a little bit surprised. Oh, we'll watch. Maybe in the second one we'll have more action. Look at that. This is the full face. So this is this is the green harness for the 40s. This is my favorite. Um, so yes, look at that. He's there with his mask. Kato is driving. That's great. But finally, the stories are starting. So I got stuff here, still there in the car with the full face. You can see. I like it very much. It's look really good. That's the number 3 here. That's more classic stuff, no? But that in that one, we have the impression that now this is not the full face anymore. So it's our Green Hornet from the 60s. Yeah, obviously. So they are switching from a generation to another one. So you have here, that's the final one. It's looked to be the enemy there, the gangster. I don't know exactly. Kato is screaming. That's hard. That's not so bad. So put it in a good order. All the nation applause. Thank you for the applaudissement, all the nation. And if you like the content, you can subscribe. If nobody, people that haven't subscribed for now, you can. You are welcome. Everybody's cool and civilized right now, so I like it. So what's going on? Okay, click it properly. Yes, that's done. It's close. Yeah, we'll replace the scotch tape. Another one is Tales of the Green Hornet. That's another Tales of the Green Hornet. I mean, there are more than one. That one I have it, because as I explained before, I receive in a deal, I receive some of that Green Hornet. Tiki of Doom. Kevin Smith is streaming right now. He looks sick. Oh yes, do you follow? Kevin Smith, what is you think? And he speak that he have the coronavirus or something like that. It would be really sad. So this one. Again, Kevin Smith did Green Hornet. Tiki of Doom, yeah, we went a bit on the weight loss. So this one, maybe look at the heart a little bit. Though it's still like stuff really I have the Green Hornet there, so I suppose it's the Green Hornet from the 60s again. Cinnabon Bunny. This one, look at that. This one is really inspired from Bruce Lee, eh? Let's look. The art is really different. You need to have a group reading sometimes, especially some Trek comics. That could be a good idea, LDG. Rizzo Jam, hook up the real Ghostbusters comics. They look really good. Yes, I mean, you speak about the Now Comics original or what happened right now with Heidi W. Yeah, sure, Cinnamon. We are speaking between you. That's fine. We'll see what kind of it is. The art looked really dark. Look like pastels. So I don't know really much what's going on with that. I will all read that stuff. I will give you news about it. This is not if I lack of material. And this one, I keep it. Oh my God! Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? Hello? Привет. Гузел? Меня видишь? Oh, this is my girlfriend, she called, but we got some kind of problem. I don't know what happened. WhatsApp is really bad. I don't know why. We'll try. It should just fucking open. The 88 comics, they look like the cartoon with butt Gerard. О, привет, красавица, как дела? Хорошо. Работал вчера или нет? Было выходное?
Я отдохнула, я спала.
А, спала?
Рано.
Хорошо, понимаю. Нормально. Но я не уже сплю. Выходная сегодня еще? Или работаешь?
Сейчас на работу иду.
На работе. Это твоя рубашка тебе очень хорошо идет.
Спасибо.
Настоящая. И твои волосы. Красавица, я так тебя люблю. Это суп сейчас кушаешь? Суп до утра? Я переживал чуть-чуть до тебя, Гузель, потому что я не получил новости вчера, и я понимаю, что ты ехал, я не ругаю, но я чуть-чуть я боялся, потому что я знаю, что сейчас полиция, они очень, они, полиция в Москве, они смотрят на людей за карантин и все, и поэтому я боялся, что, может быть, они арестовали тебя, потому что кто-то сказал мне, что они грубыми с азиатскими людьми из-за коронавируса. Это правда? Осторожно тебе, потому что это очень... я переживаю для тебя. Поэтому вчера я не получил новостей. Я не хотел, что ты была в тюрьме. Не хочу настоящего любви моего в тюрьме. Я хочу настоящую любовь мой со мной. So, понимаешь, So, hi. So, sorry, I lost all my people, but it's better than lost his girlfriend. I mean, you understand. But Guzel called me. She gave me a phone call. I was really glad. Yesterday, she just, I mean, sleep the hell all the day. Still here, great, Brother Bray. We have 5 person right now. I mean, yesterday I didn't get news from her. I mean, she's working a lot, very much. And I mean, yesterday she got sleep all the day, so um, uh, understandable, yes. And so I didn't get news. I'm worried about the situation because as she said, Roxana is also swimming Battle of the Bald. That's a good one. But as I said before, I'm a little bit worried about it because police in Russia are also also they are a huge problem with racism with police in Russia too. And right now, Asian people are target really much. They always have been really much controlled and all that stuff because there are many. They search for illegal immigrants from Kyrgyzstan, where she's coming. By the way, she has the Russian nationality, but she's born in Kyrgyzstan, and but mainly from Kyrgyzstan, and because Kazakhstan the deal are different. But now with the coronavirus, they're really the police target really much. They ask cards and identification, mostly even more from the Asian. And what happened right now, the rules in Russia, they vote a law for the time of the quarantine that you can be, except if you work, for going to work to the essential services, you can be at more than 100 meters from the place where you live. And if they look your cards and you don't come back from a grocery or something like that, from an essential service, you can go to jail for 5 years. That's completely insane. It's ridiculously insane. And I mean, obviously, the police, they are targeting more people looking like foreigner, especially Asian, because coronavirus. So so my girlfriend is Asian Muslim wife born in USSR. So I'm really a little bit so worried. I will not like. It will be absolutely disgusting and a disaster in if she go like buy something to the grocery or buy something even in essential services, and some cops come and control her, even if she's at less than 100 meters, because it's not sure if they will not try to blackmail or something like that. So they have the possibility to abuse of their power. So I prefer that, as I said, I explained to her, I don't want that you take any risk. So you go to work, you go to your job. But what is easier, of course, the fact that she has the Russian citizenship, uh, she's less in trouble than other Kyrgyz that are there as migrant workers, even if they are there legally. But as a Russian citizen, already his situation is a little bit better. But I mean, yeah, that's really I'm worried about it. And when I didn't get any news from her, I was really worried. So oh my God, we got some stuff, extra stuff. First, we have a card here from the Green Hornet collection card, the Green Hornet #1 from now. I didn't expect that. Maybe I have more of that. We'll see. Maybe it can happen. But this is, as you can see, this is the cover of the first series that we watch. And after that, you'll see I have a poster here from what's the Sting of the Green Hornet. And that's great. I just found that. And I would like to put it on my wall. Look at that. This is the original with Kato, the Green Hornet from the 40s, the Sting of the Green Hornet with the full face, my favorite one. So seriously, I will like that. Yes, but that problem is, Rizlo Charm, about the immigration process. So if I want to support her and bring her, because we asked for a visitor's visa and they refuse. So the only way is to grow to the wedding, to bring her is as my wife, legal wife, by we need the parent, like the, I mean, I don't remember the English word, but this is a concept that you support your wife and you bring her here, and for that we need to legally marry in Cuba, and it was exactly what we were going for on the 23rd of April, and it's just it didn't work because of the coronavirus. So we are not able to go in Cuba now because of that to marry, and it obviously blocked all the process. So now what we need to do is to not give up, find money we can to pay the staff on our side. I'm really glad that she's working a lot, because when she's working, obviously she don't get in trouble. It's not She's not a girl that will get in trouble, but in her case, as a Haitian person, it would happen right now in Russia. She doesn't, she don't need to do anything to get in trouble. She's just to be on the streets and breathing, and that's enough. So at this point, we try to do what we have to do, and we'll see what happens. But need to not give up and keep hope. Uh, so that with the Sting of the Green Hornet, and I think this will be maybe my favorite miniseries. As you can look here, this is in the Second World War. This is in World War II, and this is why we have the Green Hornet from the 40s. So I suppose that the Green Hornet will fight. Look at that. We have even Hitler there. I mean, so this is a real fight against the Nazis. It will be great, like with pro Nazis, gangsters, and all that stuff. It would be amazing. So I'm really glad to have it. Look at how, oh, it's great with the full face. So, and the cover is the same thing that we have on the poster. So that's great. I have all the others there. So we'll see the others. What's going on with that? Put that here. Oh my God. I mean, I discovered that with you, and that cover is gold. Oh, we got a poster too. Each one of them have poster. Look at the cover that we got. That's absolutely great. Like with the spy, blonde spy from the Germany, all that stuff. Because with that guy, I'm not sure I want to put that on my wall. But the same way of it, we all know that is not the good guy of that stuff. That the good guy is fighting that shitty guy, and with that Creed posters, I mean, amazing that we have a card with it. No, not for now. So I don't know which. Maybe then we have other poster. We have no, we have just poster. Maybe inside, but at least we'll watch a little bit the heart inside of the second one. That's absolute. Look at the fight. I mean, we have a lot of machine gun there. It will be absolutely great. Also claimed that she has escaping persecution, yet all in point in your favor as you can. Yes, of course, we'll explain that, but I mean, she's not here as a refugee. She's there like as my wife, but obviously we will explain that situation because she got problem with the two sides. So I explain all that situation about the COVID-19, the racism, and not only the racism from harassment on the streets, but all by the police, but also the structural racism. I mean, it's got for people caregiving where they have the citizenship to get like place to grow up in the system and get promotion and all that stuff. It's a fucking nightmare. But also, she got a lot of problem with her family because the fact that I'm a North American and I'm not a Muslim. I mean, there are people in the Kyrgyz community. They are not glad about it, and her parents said, you know, we should be careful because you could have problem if you come back and if you marry and you live in Quebec together. equal if you go in Kyrgyzstan or in Moscow, you could have problem and it could even be dangerous. But this is not menace from them. This is just they just constat the situation. Obviously, there are some radicals that could, and not just only for question of religion, some just for ethnic hatred, like, oh, you don't marry with another nation. This is disgusting. I mean, you bring shame on your family and all that stuff. So that's a double problem that she have. She have been harassed. She leave a job because there was a member of not just our direct family, but a little bit people in the larger family or friend of the family that were working there at the same place than her. A job she had from 2005, system 2005, and she lived that because the fact it was a university where we meet. By the way, it's the university where we meet and we meet the first time, and after that I was there with her, and this was harassment against her, and obviously they did nothing against me because I was studying there, and obviously if they had did problem to someone studying there, even more foreign student, they had problem with their boss. But if they harass her, I mean, this is stuff between Kyrgyz and generally the Russian don't want to interfere, and they let them go. So make their stuff between them. So we have, oh, see Kelly. You have never seen her before. Do you have seen Kelly before? I don't know. I would like, but this is old stuff. So we have like a kind of super soldiers. It's a kind of story of super soldier here from the. That's pretty interesting. And she's now fighting the Nazis, I suppose. That stuff. Poster is great. So look at that. That's not from the story. That's a great art. And here, next, the Terror Express. So it's amazing. I'm really glad to got it. I mean, it's over my expectation. That's exactly what we just saw. It was like the cover of the next one. So what happened exactly? Oh my damn God! Look at that. That's a nurse. So let's create fight here. The Green Hornet and Kato kicking ass. Yes, and Nazi's ass, by the way. Look at that. Oh man, it will be good. Okay, they are attack. Kato will give a kick to a fascist. That's great. So I like it very much. It will be really interesting. And again, we saw her, but we will glad to see her again. I think she's the Nazi girls that we saw before, or something like that. Oh damn! That's great comics. That's not for the kids. I like it. So look at that. Look here, we have suspense here. I think one of them is a spy. Now look at that. How it's look for you. We have our Nazi spy. To that for you too. How does how it's looked at? Super soldier. I mean, that's is it not great? Giant poster inside. We don't have the giant poster. No, the giant poster disappeared. I'd like to. The giant poster disappear. So what's going on? We still have our We still have our spicy nurse. It's look great. Oh, Kato again with the kick. That's gonna. Oh, ho, ho! Is there the poster? We have there the poster. There a giant poster there. This is in the middle. So we try to get him out without breaking it. Okay. We'll try to without breaking the comics and without breaking the poster. We'll try to put him out. So how we can do that? Oh shit. That's they just try to make us. We will find that. Look at that. We have 6 person. I mean, I lost all of them, all from my audience, but I didn't. But Guzel is fine, so that's what matters. Girlfriend first. Asian Muslim wife, born necessary first. Yes, we did it. So we have the poster. We'll put the brush again purposely to not breaking it. So what we have, I think this is, I hope this is that. Oh yeah, look at that. With our super soldiers, our Nazi spy, our Kato, the Green Hornet. That's a great one. So next, seriously, I never thought I would get, I will look at it again. So I don't see the poster is not there. Maybe it's somewhere else. I don't know. We'll try to see. So I have just the poster of 3 of them. Great. For the posters, I like it. That's real unboxing. Oh, look at that. It's really bigger when you speak about giant poster. It's really bigger than the others. As you can see, it's a bigger one. So we'll see the art. That we watch the art a little bit inside. Yes, we watch. Or look, our Nazi spy. She tried to kill the Green Hornet. And what's going on? We got the super soldier arrive. But I mean, it's a good surprise. I mean, but is it the end? I'm not sure this is the end. I'm not sure we have the complete one because if you look at that, it's looked to be a kind of end. And this is not through the end, but at the same day they don't announce any follow-up. Yes, no, the super soldier is there. The super soldier is there. You saw his mask. It's just there. So that's great. So we'll put that back. I will keep the poster out of there. And the sting of the Green Hornet and also the card. I think we don't have the card from the others. So are you ready for I mean, it's like 1 hour 17, so you know it's a little bit late. So I show you all this stuff, but we'll keep material for the next time. What do you think about it? We'll keep the rest of the Green Hornets. We'll still do an unpack because the fact that we already watch a lot of them, but this is just the beginning. We have 40 others comics to watch. Only watch a cover will be a long time. So I think the best thing to do will be to just keep that for the next time, because I think that 1 hour and close to enough and all of it's enough. I mean, I don't want, and I took some of that time to speak with my girlfriend. So I think I mean, I know that you are not tired. You are some of my loyal followers in the streams. They are never. They could be there for another hours and all. I'm pretty sure, but I mean, it would be better to keep the 4 year other comics for another time. And I want to unpack him when there are more people too, because we lost like all of the viewers when I spoke to Guzel. So we will do that in the next time. But I mean, I was really glad that we spoke about Star Trek comics, and I was really glad also that I will put that one like here. I don't want because I'm a little bit tired. Like the Scotch tape always like is hard with the Scotch tapes. Like he stick to the comics, and I don't want to broke them. So if I can put it like that with a card, just one, because he is alone, it will protect him, and I will. This is the animal one. Oh, it's too big. It's too big. So that's don't need a card. That's far enough. We'll put that inside there. So, guys, that's enough for the Green Hornet today. Look at that. I wanted to say, I got my differences in the past with Captain Trek. Not sure we don't like so much each other, but at this point, you got a problem with his health. You need to get to go to a surgeon. And in the United States, of course, I mean you still are in that crappy private health system that right now is unable to deal with the coronavirus and many things. So maybe I don't know if Berto Prey is still there. Maybe he can put the link for the I would say the GoFundMe. Yes, its name is GoFundMe. So Captain Trek has a GoFundMe. I don't have money for right now. I will give some money when when it will be the how we name that when I get my paycheck. I will give him a little bit, like I don't know, maybe some. I will give cash. I don't know. I will look. I will look with my paycheck, my next one, and I will try to help him. So, but yes, good, Bird. Thank you very much. But if you want to go help Captain Trek, because obviously we can be on conflict, and maybe I mean that's a fact. He have been unfair with me in the past. But when it's a question of health, I mean everybody has the right to health care. Everybody has the right to be healthy, and I mean I just hope that he get better regarding his stuff. If he has a GoFundMe, and I want that if you are able to put money to put there, obviously don't you can put more money than you have, but you get drunk, take care of doom, but stay calm, don't get any problem. So you have the GoFundMe from Captain Trek. If you can put money there, go there. I will be glad that you help him, disregarding maybe our differences in the past. I mean, his health is more important than the conflict we had. So that's what's matter. You need to be healthy. Give him money. I mean, I don't know. I didn't say exactly how much he got for now. For now, look at that. The objective is 450,000 dollars, and he just only got for now 40 bucks. So if we want to start it, and if we want that it work, I mean, all together we can do it. And I will, and if you can share it and explain to the people what is important. I don't know if we will succeed to get $450,000. That's a lot of money, but more we'll get, and the biggest amount of money we'll get, the closer will be to that. You need it, so we will try to do it. Okay, so I will finish that on that, and don't forget to wash your hands and to not absolutely to not do at all costs. Don't do the Momo challenge. Damn, how many times I need to say to you to don't do it? I'm sure there are people yesterday they were close to do it. They were close to do it, but of course, fortunately, they didn't do the Momo challenge. But we never know. So Today, as any other day, you don't do the Momo challenge. Wash your hands and you go help Captain Trek. Momo said, "Touch your face." That's exactly, you saw exactly, not Ryan Johnson. This is the proof that you need to not do the Momo challenge. What is gonna Momo challenger will say to you: touch your face, don't watch your hands, sneeze in your hands, and shake the hands of everybody. This is what he will say. He will say like, go everywhere, make a big meeting, organize like big concert. This is what he will do. That's exactly the Momo challenger. This is kind. Thinking of this, I don't know. I have heard good things about Momo, the Momo challenge. Tiki of Doom. I mean, I don't know, except maybe Momo the challenger himself. I don't know who is able to say that kind of crap. I mean, how someone can say good thing about a Momo challenge? Seriously, seriously, how someone can say something positive about a Momo challenge if this is not Momo the challenger himself? So the Momo the challenger will never challenge you to give money to Captain Trek. No, he's not going to do that. It would be a good challenge. A Momo the challenger, this is bad challenge to hurt you. Don't be hurt. Be safe. Live safely, guys. Don't take any risk. Do good positive challenge, not the Momo challenge. Okay, like the washing your hands challenge, example. Stay at home challenge. You know, LB other challenge. Never. Momo challenger don't do that. So good night, bird. I case Tiki, the Momo challenge is give Captain Trek all your money. Look out, Momo's behind you. Yeah, no, that's not true. Anyway, I see in the video that it's not there. This is like a mirror. So, okay, guys. So we close that. Bird Pre go to sleep and all that stuff. So go to Captain Trek. I'm pretty sure Momo don't has to give money to Captain Trek. Momo the Challenger is evil. We are good people, so we'll do it. So take care, guys. We'll speak about, and we still have all that to unbox. Look at that. Maybe we'll have again poster in that. I don't know. Take care.